I don't have a working Note in the office for the first time in a long time, and I'm not talking about 500s or thousands. I'm talking about Samsung's Galaxy Note. That cheesy opening apart, I was kind of bummed out that I was gonna have to wait for almost a year, hopefully, for a new Note. But then to keep myself occupied, I started looking into the Galaxy S8. I came across quite a few interesting rumors that I thought I'd share with you guys in a video. Well, this is that video. Here we are. Hey guys, this is Ash here from C4E Tech, and you're watching our roundup of the Galaxy S8 rumors. Let's start with the display. Though Samsung has in the past mentioned switching to 4K displays by 2017, the talk is that they're gonna be sticking with 2K panels, but they might be going with a newer technology, an M8 OLED display that should theoretically make for a more power efficient screen while also helping it last longer. Me personally, I don't care much for the lasting longer part because I've never seen an AMOLED stop working due to the hours it's been used. Broken, yes. Hardware issues, yes. But hours used haven't happened. As far as power efficiency goes, no, that's something that's always welcome. So talking about the display, Samsung are said to be ditching the flat model totally. Now, with the Galaxy Note 4, the Galaxy S6, Note 5 and the Galaxy S7, Samsung launched two phones. The Note 4 and the Note Edge, the S6 and the S6 Edge, the Note 5 and the S6 Edge Plus, and the S7 and the S7 Edge. But with the Note 7, Samsung seemingly felt confident enough to go with just a curved display option. I don't see them going back from that. So this makes sense that both variants might have a curved display. Now for the display sizes though, there are two lines of rumors. The first one indicates two variants, one with a 5.1-inch display just like last year, and another with a larger 5.7-inch display. Probably to cater to the Note demographic, all those who return their phones. But for me though, no matter how good the S8 turns out being, for me there's gonna be no replacing the S Pen. But I get it from Samsung's perspective, that might help lure some customers back. It might also help provide compatibility for the tons of Gear VR that Samsung have. So Type-C, that's almost assured. The other chain of thought, coming to that, again two variants, but 5.7 and 6.2 inches. And with the 6.2-inch variant, Samsung might be going totally bezel-less, just like Xiaomi did with the Mi Mix. As interesting as this might be, I would take it with a grain of salt, because first, just like I said, Samsung took 2 years and 4 product launches before making the switch to curved displays. They kept offering both options. So if they do come up with a bezel-less design, I don't think they'll introduce it with the S8. Because the bezel-less form factor as of today does have its own negatives. I did get to play around with the Mi Mix for a little bit when Gemini from Xiaomi was here, and while the phone looked fabulous, there definitely were some trade-offs. For starters, the in-call audio levels weren't great, and I'm sure you've seen the reports of displays cracking even from very short 1 feet drops. This kind of negative publicity is the last thing that Samsung needs, especially given the Note 7 fiasco. So I highly doubt Samsung would go bezel-less. It would be awesome if they did. But another thing worth mentioning is if they do end up going 5.7 and 6.2, that means they do not have a 5-inch phone. Now, they do not have a competitor to the iPhone 7. Though the S7 did have a larger display, the overall footprint was kind of similar to the smaller iPhone 7. So the odds of Samsung leaving an Apple product without competition, I'm not taking those odds. So again, this is just a rumor, the 5.7 and 6.2 inch variant, so that's why it makes it on this list. Another popular one is the talk of a dual camera setup. Given that the Chinese brands have been doing this for a while now, and even Apple went with a dual camera setup for the iPhone 7 Plus, this makes a lot of sense. 12 or 13 megapixel cameras, the implementation is not yet known, maybe two different lenses like with the G5 or the 7 Plus, or use the second camera for depth information like with Huawei or Xiaomi. What they decide to go with, the only time will tell. What's currently being talked about is the fact that the S8 is gonna come with 2 cameras to the back. As for charging, quick charge should return, and along with it, 3-coil wireless charging. This should allow for faster charge times and better range for wireless chargers. Why better range? Well, thicker cases and fancier chargers and whatnot should work better. The iris scanner is also supposed to return. Just before Samsung recalled the Note 7, Samsung were working with various banks and whatnot in various countries to make use of the iris scanner on the Note 7 for better security. So it makes absolutely no sense for Samsung to launch the S8 without the iris scanner. So barring that, most probably newer Grace UI with Android Nougat 7, a 8-megapixel front camera, a newer Exynos chip, and maybe the Snapdragon 830, 6 gigs of RAM. Now that's almost a given since Samsung just launched the C9 Pro with 6 gigs of RAM, and an S device just cannot have lower specs, at least on a spec sheet, than a C series smartphone. So these are the other rumblings that we've been hearing. And one more thing, I've saved my least favorite rumor for the last. Just like Siri or Cortana or Google Assistant, Samsung's working on their own digital assistant for the Galaxy S8. Personally, I couldn't care less. I rarely use Siri. The only thing I did with S-Voice was turn off the double press home key to wake to reduce the home key lag. And Google Assistant is nice. I do use it from time to time, but again, not a deal breaker for me. So I'm not really interested in a digital assistant, but it is a rumor, one of the rumors that seems most solid, almost sure to happen. So I've included it here. Are any of you guys interested in seeing a digital assistant from Samsung? Let me know in the comments below. So that's it for a rumor roundup. Do you think I missed any? Have you heard something else? Again, head on over to the comments below. Let me know. I'd love to know. And I'd also like to know if the Note 7 debacle had an effect on your perception of Samsung, as in, has it made you wary about picking up a Galaxy S8? So here is a poll. Let me know. So that's it for this quick video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you hated it, go ahead, vote it down. And for more videos like this, hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. So thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, this is Ash here from C4E Tech signing off. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye now.